Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on the Hobbs Farm. And again, pretty much picking up where we left off last episode. I did do a little bit more off-screen work here, namely getting this field finished being plowed, and then finished being fertilized as well, at least with the toolbar anyway, the anhydrous toolbar. And currently working with the John Deere 9560 here, cultivating the field, and we're going to start planting right behind the tractor here, or at least where he's cultivated already. And, oh, okay. I see what's wrong. Solve that here, Mod. We finished selling the rest of the wood chips, so we have no more wood chips left. We definitely made a killing off of Field 11 there with wood chips. It may have been a lot of work to do that, but, oh, what happened to Field 10 there? That's weird. But it was definitely worth it, I would say. We definitely made a lot of money off that. Just need a faster way to plant them, which there are faster, less realistic ways to do it, I guess you could say, but anyway. Well, it sure is a weird-looking field like that. Field 2 is all set. Field 10. Yeah, something must have happened on Field 10 there. I have something I can tab to over here. Yes, I do have a Magnum over here. Speaking of Magnum, I should probably get you leveling this bunker out here again. Looks like he's just been working down the center again. I don't know what is up with that. Let's see once if we start him this time, if he'll work the outer edges too. Anytime you want to pick that up would be ideal. Seriously, why is he dropping it down? Okay, well, never mind. We'll just drive course. Can course plate? Yeah, course plate can lift it. I don't know why I couldn't lift it there. That was weird. Anyway. Yes, I am going to have to get the planter back down here and get this, aren't I? I do not know what happened here. Oh, well. Let's maybe fix that here a moment. You are still attached to the planter, sitting by the planter at least anyway. And by the way, for those of you wondering, the John Deere 9460 we bought their last episode for pulling the plow was not large enough. It could not pull it any faster than the 8370. So I went ahead and took it to our little shop here, our repair shop, and upgraded it to a 9560. So we currently have two 9560s at the moment. Dual-wheeled one and a triple-wheeled one. The triple-wheeled one's obviously on the cultivator there yet. Still was struggling to pull the plow, though, a little bit. I was kind of surprised by that. Only about 6 to 7 miles per hour instead of 5. So, I mean, marginally better, but still not as fast. I'm assuming the plow can be pulled at 10. Though I did not actually check that. Let's just, out of curiosity here. Nope, it's the 2730. It can pull at 12. Okay, and how much horsepower was that? Let me double check that again. 550 horsepower. Well, we're at 560, so we're 10 over. So that should be enough horsepower. I think we can at least pull it at 10 miles an hour then or something, but that's the one unfortunate thing I've seen with all the 9R packs, at least the ones I have so far anyway. They all stop at the 9560. Technically, they should stop at the 9620 now, the largest John Deere 9R. That's kind of unfortunate. It'd be nice if somebody came out with a good 9R pack that included most. I mean, it doesn't have to include all of them. I mean, if it skips a few horsepower ranges here and there, I'm fine with that. But it'd be nice if, you know, had the smallest one, you know, kind of maybe one or two in-between ones, and then the largest one. So we can at least get you know, 620 horsepower. And I'm sure there's probably a boost number behind that as well. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You think about tractors nowadays. Kind of like the computers. A lot of the processors and stuff all have overclocking numbers and stuff like that. Well, now you get your tractors. You can have boost horsepower on the tractors as well. Or sometimes it goes by different names there as well. But it's kind of interesting you can have that. But yeah, again, not sure what happened here, but that's kind of odd. Really got to wonder what these hired workers do sometimes. And we'll get that lined up with the GPS here. That, by the way, is the only way you can actually use this planter. For those of you wondering, this planter does require GPS to use it. Not necessarily in the game. You don't have to use it in the game, but I'm talking in real life. To use this planter in real life, you are supposed to have GPS. I mean, I guess you could probably drive it yourself, I'm assuming. But at least realistically speaking, in real life, you would use GPS for this seeder. Obviously, there are no row markers on this seeder. That'd be one long row marker if there was. Yeah, be, let's see, 120 feet toolbar on this seeder here. So you'd have to have essentially a 60-foot row marker. That is just ridiculous if you think about that, which obviously it does not, and that's the reason it don't. By the way, in real life, too, you never want to back up with your seeder lowered like that. Maybe you can with the... I doubt you can with the newer ones either. At least the older ones you never are supposed to. And if it was just a small section down here, I probably... why did you stop? Not sure. Yeah, if it was just a smaller section down here, I probably would have left this unplanted. But that's a pretty large section here the hired worker missed for some reason. Oh, and there's grass there too. I have not seen... Okay. Oh, I got rid of it. Good. I'll have to remember that. I got grass somewhere I want to get rid of. Just take the... DB120 here. I'm guessing probably because it cultivates, it can probably take out any pile like that then. But yeah, not sure why there was a pile of grass there. Must have been something from doing the chaff there. One of the tractors maybe wasn't able to unload completely, so it dumped it there. How annoying. Oh well. Oh, the 9R is finished. Somehow I doubt you are finished. There's no way you could have finished that. Yeah, you're stuck up by the cliff there. Really need to do something about that. Okay, we'll just put the seeder away here. The animals should be all taken care of, by the way. I pretty much did that the end of the last episode there, or actually, no, 2 episodes back? 3 episodes back. Mostly I took care of the animals, and then I kind of finished them up off screen, so they should be all set. Probably should actually look at the sheep wool, make sure that is still doing okay. It doesn't seem like we're getting much sheep wool lately. For the fun of it, we should just try and see what's if the 9560 RT here can pull the plow any faster than the 9R can, the 9560R. For those of you not familiar with the John Deere numbers here, at least for the 9Rs, you got the John Deere 9R. That is a wheeled tractor, so articulated wheeled tractor. Then we got the RT, the 9RT. That is a dual track. So that this tractor right here, dual track tractor. I'll move this one out of the way here a minute. And then we got the 9RX. The 9RX is the quad track tractor, articulated quad track. I don't know that we actually have a field that really need to be plowed. Just for the fun of it here, I do want to see once if this tractor can actually pull this plow at a little more reasonable pace. Technically, shouldn't really be able to. I mean, they're the same horsepower tractors. Just tracks versus wheels. And kind of one advantage of the tracks here, you obviously have a much narrower wheelbase for the amount of traction you can get, as well as compaction. Compaction and traction. Okay, just see what a hired worker can do with it here. 5, 6, 7. 8. Ooh, we're going 8 miles an hour. A little bit faster. But not much. Yeah, we definitely need to look into a larger tractor that can pull our plow for us. I would prefer to have a green one just because we're kind of sticking with John Deere's here on the Hobbs Farm, but I don't know that I really have a larger John Deere. The 9560 is kind of sort of the largest one I have as far as I know here. Let's see, what else do we got? There's obviously the RT there. The 9630, for those of you wondering, even though it's a higher number, is not actually larger. 9630 also is not a 9R. Ooh, I have an idea. We could get a Big Bud 450 to pull it with. That would be a idea. It's only 500 horsepower, though, so technically it's actually smaller. Technically smaller than our John Deere. Interesting. You know what? Somewhere or two I have a dual-wheeled one. The only thing I don't like about this 450 here, where'd it go again? It does not have duals. It's just singles, which, in my opinion, just does not look right. Wheels set up twin wheels. Yes, let's go with twin wheels. Wait a minute. What did that say? Cannot be purchased. Well, that's kind of odd. Okay, we'll just get this one then. We'll give this one a try here. Like I said, I don't particularly like it because it does not have duals on it. Just does not, in my opinion, look right. And I know I've had a few other folks say that as well. The Big Bud 450 here does not look right without duals on it. I kind of think that of all the articulated type tractors like that, they just do not look right, in my opinion, without duals on them. And by the way, if you do look at pictures of the tractor like this, I think pretty much all you ever see is ones with duals on them. So yeah, just to say we bought one here. We got a Big Bud 450 now. We'll unhire you, disconnect. And again, look at the detail on this. Very nicely done on Giant's part. Oh, wait. Did I see a couple horns there? Let me get back up here. Oh, yeah. A couple, looks like truck horns mounted to the side. Perfect. For those of you who remember the 450 back in Farming Simulator 15, that was also a very nicely done. I don't know if it was quite this nice, though, but very nicely done back in 15 as well, the Big Bud 450. I think it was the 450-50, I'd like to say. Yeah, they really only have one number on here. I'm pretty sure they actually technically have two numbers. I'd like to say it was the 450-50. Anyway. Let's get this connected here and just see how it does. I mean, it's a Big Bud. It shouldn't have any trouble pulling it, right? Uh, 7 miles an hour. Looks like it's going to top out around 7. Well, technically, I'm sure I have a tractor large enough sitting right there. You know, we'll put you in a group here as well. Our Group 5 is starting to get our largest tractor group now. Okay, let's fix you here a moment. And I want to get to actually starting to seed here. That was kind of the plan to start the episode with. I wasn't planning on having to fix field 10 there. Wasn't really planning on buying another tractor either, but I'll have to do maybe some mod hunting. Also still looking for a good 9RX as well. So if somebody knows of a good 9RX tractor, kind of like I've said before, the ones I've seen released so far have not, at least in my opinion, been altogether that impressive. Okay, where did we leave off here? Actually, kind of hard to tell. Looks like... Nope, a little further yet. Okay, we'll just hire a worker here again. Let's hop over to the Big Bud 747. And let's get this field planted. Big Bud style. The Seed Hawk here. Gotta love the sound with this tractor here as well. Nail the throttle on it. You can hear it just rev up. Okay, fine. I'll wait for it to finish unfolding. And again, for those who are wondering, the best we can tell, this tractor actually did not ever come with triples on it. Probably would have been way, way too wide if it ever had triples. Even the duals, as far as I know, were taken off for transport purposes. And again, for those who'd like to win a copy of the Big Bud DLC, continue to stay tuned. I do plan on doing a couple more giveaways yet, so stay tuned in the future here. Haven't really decided how I'm going to do them. If I'm just going to do like another video, hey, you know, giving away some more Big Buds, or if we'll do something maybe in a live stream or something, we'll see once. I'd like to maybe try something a little more creative here than just a, you know, pick a random comment. So we'll see what we can come up with here. And where is the 9R at? That's a good question. Oh, he's down at that end of the field. Should be far enough ahead at this point. I don't think we'll catch up with him, but I guess you never know. And we'll read some comments here in a moment. On YouTube is asking, or actually saying, I guess. Asking and saying. Love your John Deere you were using, and is that an 8R? I'm assuming you're talking about the 8530 we were using last episode for pulling the anhydrous toolbar. The 8530 is not an 8R. And same thing like we were just saying here a few moments ago as well. You know, the 9630. A John Deere 9630 is not a 9R. Obviously, you know, the same type of tractors and stuff. It's a different series number. John Deere's current series, they got 6R, 7R, 8R, and 9R. There's also, I think, 6M, which is like the lesser, kind of dumbing down version as far as I know. I don't know if there's... I don't really know much about the smaller John Deere's. I mean, I know obviously there's 1000 series, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000 series tractors as well. And I don't know how they are exactly designated, if they have R's as well, but technically probably R's and M's. And as well, when you get to the larger tractors, I don't know that they even make the M version. It's pretty much just the R version as far as I know. Again, like I said, you get like a 6000 M series tractor. It's just a dumbed down version of the 6000 series R tractor. Hunt Game was saying the Green Star GPS sound is on Mod Hoster. That could be if it's an older version of it. If you can find the older version, which might be on Mod Hoster, then you can get the Green Star GPS sound. The GPS I'm using here is the newer version of the GPS that we have edited to have the Green Star sound on it. And of course, if you download the mods to join us on the multiplayer server, that is the same GPS that we have on the multiplayer server. Damien was saying, you're the only person I see that plows, then cultivates. I do the same thing because that's what we do on our farm. Which I wish they actually had a disc on Farming Simulator 17. Well, they do have discs. Actually, I think I have 2 of them at least. But they're not under, I don't think any of them are under cultivators. Double check here. Yeah, I don't think any of them are actually technically cultivators. I've got a Coon that is sort of like a disc. That's from the Coon pack, obviously. But the discs I do have are under plows. Got 2 of them here. We got the John Deere 2623 Flex disc. Unfortunately, it is considered a plow. I kind of disagree with that. If you ask me, it should actually be a cultivator, not a plow. And then same thing goes for the Landau as well here. Also considered a plow, unfortunately. Kind of a nice looking one, though, in my opinion. Just, yeah, again, unfortunately, it's considered a plow, which I kind of disagree with. A disc and a plow are kind of 2 separate things, if you ask me. And of course, when it comes to plows as well, I'm not necessarily talking about this style of plows here. Obviously, a disc and these type of plows are different. Usually, technically talking more about a chisel plow type of plow. That is often what you see used where I live. Kate was asking, can you please get a 7930? That's what we use on our farm. I will have to look and see if I can get one. I don't know if I actually have any good 7R tractors. In fact, I don't know if I have any at all. I do actually have a 7R. What do we have under the 7Rs here? 7280, 7310. Oh, that's right. Just the 2 of them. So that's what I do have for the 7Rs. Again, 7R would actually not be a 7930. I think the 7930, again, is the older. Again, like the 8530, 9630. The 7930, as far as I know, is the older tractor there again. So it would not be a 7R. Eric was saying, I don't know how true this is, because I'm not much of a Case New Holland person, but I've heard that when the tractors come out of the Case New Holland factory, it's a Case one and then a New Holland one, so they just change the pattern. Because he's not sure how true that is, because he's more of a John Deere guy. I'm not sure if that's true either. I don't know that much about Case New Holland. All I know is they're in cahoots together and work together. And yeah, pretty much if you get a Case or a New Holland, they're very similar at the very least. Charlie was saying, if you cultivate before you put the anhydrous on, it actually works better. We'll leave a solid line of fertilizer. You'll still get the individual plow marks, but the map will be solid. Okay, good to know. I will have to try that. That will at least help a little bit, maybe. I still have to disagree with the way the mod author did it, though, unfortunately. I mean, I get why he did it the way he did it, at least for real life. It is realistic, but not for the game. I'm sorry, I have to disagree with him on the game part. Making it just solid all the way across would have been better. Same thing for the fertilizer part and the plowing part. Should have been solid all the way across. That would eliminate the lag issues as well as yield issues that this field is now going to have. Oki was saying, have you ever thought about using the AI extensions? You can make your hired workers do headlands so they don't try climbing mountains. I could possibly do that. That might actually be a good idea. Actually, I've not really had that much issue with that so far in this field. I'm thinking maybe the larger equipment here might be contributing to that. John Deerman was saying Steam Camp. Steam Camp? I think I'm saying that right. Released a pack of anhydrous equipment on Facebook. I'll have to try to remember to check that out. Let's see if theirs is any different or better. The pack I have currently looks really nice. Very, very nicely done. Like I said, the mod author just needs to change up the way he has it being applied here in the game. And it needs to be solid all the way across to eliminate the lag. And like I said, just the way the game mechanics work. Not a good idea the way he did it. Luke was saying, buy the Big Bud 450. Well, guess what, Luke? We bought the Big Bud 450 now. Still going somewhat slowly pulling the plow, unfortunately. Where is he? Oh, he's actually going almost 9 miles an hour. Wow. Okay, he's picked up the speed a little bit. I probably should actually leave him on that field to plow that entire field. Otherwise, I'm going to have part of the field that needs to be plowed and part of it that doesn't now. I don't think that field actually needs to be plowed as far as I know. No, none of the fields we currently own need to be plowed. Well, this pass here looks like we'll about have half the field planted. Again, like I said, it does not take long with large seeders like this here. And again, that's of course why I kind of like the Big Bud DLC here. Some nice large equipment. Kind of my style of equipment here. Anyway, folks, with that, I think we'll wrap up the video here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.